The rushing touchdowns, though, a pretty big difference there. So that's something to look out for. Now, Rome, when you think about the coaching aspect, I think it's pretty interesting with these two coaches. You got James Franklin, the way he coaches his team, and the creativity that we saw Marcus Freeman deploy today, which he's been doing, of course. That made a big difference in this game in a lot of ways.
Well, I think they said we're not going to be able to just line up and beat Georgia. So we need every play that we need, and we're not going to go home with any of them. Yeah. Let's do everything we got to do today. We want to win this game. I thought it was important they did that. I thought it was also important when they went for it a couple times on fourth down.
Yeah.
And just being aggressive, staying aggressive, even when you have the lead. You could punt, but we choose not to. I thought that was really, really big for Marcus Freeman and what Notre Dame was able to accomplish
And
today.
I believe the team feeds off of that.
They do.
When they saw Coach Freeman just point, like you're going for it, that says something to the offense. It says something to your whole team watching. Yeah. It says, no. We're not playing not to lose. We're playing to win. Yep. Yes, they've given us a few breaks in this game with the big turnovers. No, but we're shutting them out. We're putting our throat on them and we're finishing this thing. Even though they got stopped them, it still sent a message.
Even when they got the penalty, they were still going for it and they had to settle for a field goal. So I appreciate when you, as a coach, you say, you know what, we're coming here to win this game. We're burning the boats. We ain't turning backwards. We're only going forwards. That was a great job by Notre Dame. Great performance overall. Notre Dame needed this game as a university, as a confidence builder to be able to knock off one of these SEC teams. Yeah. I think this win could possibly promote them and get them going all the way to the finish line.
We'll see what ends up if this changes, but the early line at Notre Dame is a 1.5-point favorite in the Orange Bowl over Penn State right now. See that confetti falling. I just want to point out once again, Riley Leonard, he said he came to Notre Dame for these moments, Tim.
Yeah, it's special. It's special when you see someone that can galvanize a team like Riley does. It's special when you see him genuinely put his teammates first. That's why they rally around him. It's why they love him. It's why he won the locker room so quickly as a transfer.
You saw it, absolutely. Great stuff from you guys.
He's from the state of Alabama, too. He's from
that
the state of
must
Alabama.
be it, right, Rome?
That's from Alabama.
Somehow it all comes back to that.
It's time for the Gator Bowl. Ole Miss and Duke. Enjoy it.
You're watching Capital One Bowl Mania.
You're watching the TaxSlayer Gator Bowl as part of Capital One Bowl Mania. From Jacksonville, Florida, 14th ranked Ole Miss seeking back-to-back 10-win seasons for the first time in 65 years. Takes on Duke, shooting for its second 10-win season ever. And hi, everybody. Dave Pasch with Dusty Dvorak. We'll check in with Taylor McGregor here in a little bit. We just witnessed a few minutes ago a former Blue Devil, Riley Leonard, who spent 3 years quarterbacking Duke, now at Notre Dame, get the Irish into the college football playoff semifinal.
And he helped lay the foundation here at Duke for 3 straight 8-win seasons. What a year for Riley Leonard today, who's so good with his legs, helping this team all season long. And for Marcus Freeman, Notre Dame, a sensational run, 2 straight playoff victories into the semifinals. They'll face Penn State. We got Texas, Ohio State. The semis are set. Going to be a lot of fun, Dave.
And we'll get into those games, I'm sure, over the course of tonight. Meanwhile, Lane Kiffin thought, even with 3 losses, that Ole Miss should be in the college football playoff. Just ask him about it. They started 4-0 this year, blowing teams out in the first month of the season. And SEC play, they had some great wins at South Carolina. Also knocked off Georgia, won at Arkansas. The 3 losses, Kentucky, overtime against LSU, and at Florida. But as we mentioned, they missed out, obviously, on the playoff and finished number 14, and according to the committee. And they've got one of the best defenses in college football.
So disruptive, Dave. The best team in college football in grading sacks, tackles for loss. They've been masterful. And the great thing, that entire defensive line is all playing here tonight. And it's headlined by Walter Nolan, one of the absolute best defensive tackles in all of college football. His first step, the penetration he creates in backfields, so disruptive. One of the top defensive prospects in this upcoming draft. And he was kind of spearheaded by the quarterback, the leader of this football team. When Jackson Dart made the decision he was coming to play, the majority of this football team followed suit. One of the most decorated winners to ever wear an Ole Miss uniform at the quarterback position, looking to get his second straight 10-win season under his belt here tonight.
Duke Blue Devils taking the field, a 9-3 record for the second time in 3 years. And there's their head coach, Manny Diaz. Duke has won 5 straight bowl games. Diaz replaced Mike Elko, who took the Texas A&M job. Duke wanted an experienced head coach. Diaz spent 3 years as the head man at Miami and got Duke off to a great start. They were 5-0 for the first time in 30 years. Went on to lose 3 of their next 4 games, including an overtime defeat against an SMU team that made the college football playoff. They won their final 3 games, 3rd straight season with 8+ wins. But one of the downsides of the transfer portal, the timing. Malik Murphy, not only the starting quarterback for Duke, but he set records this year, but he's gone. He's going to Oregon State. So now they're starting a quarterback in Henry Beelan, who threw 1 pass all year, and that was 4 months ago.
What an opportunity for Henry Beelan here tonight. And they're going to put together a game plan to put him in position to thrive. But the story of this Duke football team, it's the defensive side of the football where Manny Diaz wears his hat. This defense creates a ton of negative plays similar to Ole Miss. Number 2 in TFLs, number 3 in sacks. A lot of defense and negative plays will be on display here tonight.
That would certainly help Beelan with more on his journey to this stage. Let's check in with Taylor down to the field.
Dave, it's incredible. Beelan wasn't sure he would ever play quarterback again. He suffered a significant shoulder injury last season that really impacted his ability to throw. But what was weird, doctors couldn't figure out exactly what had happened or if he would ever improve. So it got to the point where coaches started suggesting, hey, maybe you need to have a position change. But he was bullish on wanting to play quarterback. And then in fall camp this year, he started to feel better. Ultimately, he was the backup, and now he gets the chance to start. He is fired up for this opportunity, Dave.
And trying to lead the Blue Devils to win number 10 in their 17th ever bowl game. It's the first meeting on the gridiron between Ole Miss and Duke. Kickoff is next from Jacksonville.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
My car is starting kind of slow.
Let's see. Just needs a charge. It's free.
Are you sure it's free?
Positive.
So that's how they're so productive. They use Fiverr. Look how quickly they find freelancers. So simple.
Yeah, but why are they working in the dark?
Grow your business easily with freelancers. Fiverr.
Dave Pass, Dusty Dvorak, Taylor McGregor back in Jacksonville. Ole Miss and Duke in the TaxSlayer Gator Bowl. Ole Miss's first appearance in this game since 1991. The Rebels won the toss, elected to receive. Cosme Salas will boot it deep to Micah Davis. And we'll get a look at Jackson Dart making his 38th straight start for Ole Miss here in a moment. First team All-SEC quarterback. This will be a touchback, and we'll come out to the 25. Well, Jackson Dart will play in the Senior Bowl for good reason. He had a terrific season and career. Set the Ole Miss record for passing yards. Also has 27 wins as a starter. That's the most ever. Led the country this year in total offense and yards per attempt. And his best 2 games in his career have come in bowl games, including against Manny Diaz's Penn State defense last year in the Peach Bowl. He threw for almost 400 in that game. He's third of the country this year in passing yards, 323 a game. And off play action, Dart will throw, facing pressure and taking off. Dart, very good athlete. Puts his head down as he gets drilled by Alex Howard and a gain of 4.
Big part of his game is the mobility, the decision to tuck in and run. We'll see that throughout the course of the night. And they operate this offense at warp speed.
Ulysses Bentley gets the carry, dragged down after a gain of 1. Vincent Anthony, and you touched on in our open just how good this defense is. How about Manny Diaz told us we can win if other teams don't make mistakes. And in the past, you couldn't really say that about Duke. They had to have everything go their way to win big games, but he does not feel that's the case anymore. Dart on 3rd down, and it's going to be short of the line to gain. Pre-scoring, it's going to be 4th and 1. The offense staying on the field right now.
Keep it on the field and bring in number 38, J.J. Pegues, the defensive tackle and short yardage specialist. They love to direct snap it to Pegues out of the shotgun. He's going to be lined up as a wing here. Expect some quarterback run here on this foot. Now, here we go. Direct snap to Pegues coming. Good patience by him.
And Pegues picks up the first down past the 40-yard line.
You see the power, the physicality as he runs through Trey Moore, who comes up and just doesn't have enough at the point of attack. That's 325 pounds J.J. Pegues bringing to the table.
Dart in trouble, takes off again, and picks up a handful out to the 47-yard line. 3 rushing touchdowns for Dart this year. He had 8 a year ago.
Pressure off the edge, Michael Reese. Nothing down the field. Jackson Dart makes a quick decision as he saw a lane there on the interior of the offensive line. Nice pickup on first down.
Pressure again. Dart stepping up and pass incomplete at the feet of Daquan Wright, the tight end. So third down for the Rebels, 3rd and 4. Jackson Dart started out his career at USC. He's from about 40 minutes north of Salt Lake City. Started 3 games for the Trojans before transferring to Oxford. Dart's pass caught, and it's a first down to the 46-yard line. Caden Lee, 50th catch of the season.
And he has had a sensational season. He operates the middle of the field at that slot so unbelievably well. An elite route runner. Nice job getting open on third down.
Dart with time, gets hit, and his pass pulled in inside the 20. Right down to the 15. A 31-yard pickup.
Well, pressure coming in his face, no problem for Jackson Dart. And it's one-on-one coverage. Daquan Wright working on Ozzie Nichols. That pass perfectly placed over the linebacker's outstretched arm. And a nice catch, a big pickup.
Dart getting it out of his hand quickly to Caden Lee. Wrapped up at about the 13. He'll pick up a 3. Tackled by Howard. Ole Miss number 2 in the country in total offense, 7th in scoring. They've dominated the first quarter, outscoring opponents by almost 100 in the opening frame. No running room that time. In the backfield right away was Ryan Smith, and Dart tripped up. A loss of 1.
A nice job, Ryan Smith. Off the edge, untouched, gets just enough of Jackson Dart to set up this 3rd and long situation. Would be a big stop here for Duke in this opening possession if they can hold them to a field goal attempt. Touched on him already, but Caden Lee, Jordan Watkins out there, a player to keep an eye on, working right here.
11th play of the drive.
Caden Lee in the backfield. And to be cognizant of 11 and 19 in these spots. The best route runners, most dependable wide receivers.
Play clock down to 1. And so a timeout by Lane Kiffin.
It's here. Wendy's new salted caramel frosty. Rich, sweet, salted caramel? Caramel. Whatever. The iconic frosty with a salted caramel twist. Gotta be Wendy's.
You got the tickets?
Vivid Seats, the only ticket company in the game that rewards you for buying. From concerts to sports and everything in between. Vivid Seats, official ticketing partner of ESPN.
Touches of black. They say a lot without having to say much. They stand for elegance, refinement, and prestige. Even a little can go a long way. And though they're darker than the darkest night, they make you see everything in a new light. The Kia XY Nightfall Collection.
Kia. Movement that inspires.
5, 6, 7, 8. Let 'em know we on the way. Counting zeros every day. You know that we never play. SEC Women's Basketball on SEC Network. You know that we never play.
Hi, I'm Jamie Sachs, CEO of TaxSlayer. Welcome to the TaxSlayer Gator Bowl. For 60 years, TaxSlayers help people file their taxes faster so they can spend more time on the things they love, like watching college football. When TaxSlayer became the title sponsor of the Gator Bowl, it was about more than putting our name on a game. It was about creating a partnership that reflects tradition and a commitment to making a meaningful impact. We're excited to be a part of this legacy. Enjoy the game.
The TaxSlayer Gator Bowl is brought to you by TaxSlayer. File fearlessly. Visit Jacksonville. Flip what you know about Florida at jacksonville.com. And Capital One. What's in your wallet?
The pep rallies for both teams. Fourth Gator Bowl appearance for Ole Miss. First for Duke. Play 11 of this opening drive for the Rebels. 5 pass plays, 5 run plays. 3rd and long. From the 15-yard line of Duke.
Caden Lee moving around quite a bit. Keep an eye on him.
32 catches on this possession. Duke's been able to get pressure so far on Jackson Dart. They rush 4. Dart has a clean pocket pass short of the line to gain. Big hit after the catch by Lee. And now it's 4th down at about 3. It was Bergeron with the hit. And Ole Miss will settle for 3.
We saw an aggressiveness from his own side of the field on 4th and shorter, but here 4th and 3, Duke gets the stop that they needed. Actually, they're going to call it 4th and 4, Dave. That's an excellent tackle after that catch and a good stop by the Duke defense.
Caden Davis. They got this interesting formation. Normally they shift, but they're not going to. Direct snap. Davis going to throw it into the end zone. It's picked off. Intercepted by Moore, and he's still going. Moore past the 30 to midfield. They finally get him down at the 42. A trick play that backfires.
Well, I just don't understand this decision by Lane Kiffin. If you're going to go for it, go for it. You got one of the best offenses in the country. And I know we've seen a lot of special teams, trick plays here in bowl season, but this one wasn't fooling anybody. Duke fully prepared for what was coming. You'll see Trey Moore right here, and he's going to read this thing the entire way. Excellent job by him. Going to read the eyes, step right in front of his pass, get the interception, and an outstanding job after the pick, making people miss, getting the open field. He's got a convoy, huge play for the Duke defense.
And now a trick play from Duke and a deep ball thrown downfield. It's way over the head of Jordan Moore. Jaquez Moore was the man who threw the football as Henry Beelan IV is making his 2nd career start. He started a game last year when Riley Leonard was hurt, but he's only played in 3 games. He's got 1 pass attempt this season, 5 run plays. Does get good starting field position on this drive after the Terry Moore interception. Beelan on the roll-up, does have a strong arm, and that pass is caught at the 31-yard line. What a catch that time by Eli Pinkhole, right at the line to gain, about a yard short.
It's a big hit by Lewis Moore coming in from the backside. Nice concentration by Eli Pinkhole.
And now Beelan's pass a little low and incomplete, trying to connect with Jordan Moore. And Duke will keep the offense out there for 4th and 1.
I think you go for this right here. If you're Manny Diaz, said they needed to be able to run the football. You should reference, we've got Jaquez Moore back in the lineup. They wanted to feature him tonight. And also one thing about Henry Beelan, an excellent runner with the football under center. Quarterback sneak might be coming.
It's a pass play instead. Beelan in trouble, being chased by 2 Ole Miss defenders. And his pass along the sideline is incomplete. And so a turnover on downs by Duke after great field position.
Listen, you want to skip this ad. I would too. But what if I told you there's a skip ads for everybody?
It's called Pi, and if that sounds familiar to you, it's probably because you've seen their ads everywhere.
It's an ad blocker that works on Twitch, YouTube.
This is what it feels like to file with TaxSlayer. Confident you'll get your guaranteed maximum refund. File for free with TaxSlayer Simply Free and get your guaranteed maximum refund.
Now is the perfect time to get away during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. With 0 payments for 90 days on select models. Plus, every Hyundai is backed by America's best warranty. Hurry to the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event before this great offer ends. Drive away now in one of our most popular models with 0% APR and 0 payments for 90 days. Only during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Where have you been?
North Pole. Hey there. Watch this. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. What's in your wallet?
Nature sure is full of wonders. Red Bull gives you wings.
Well, we all appreciate a well-dressed D tackle with eye black. Dusty's defensive dudes.
And let's start with the Duke cornerback who's been sensational, Chandler Rivers. He's versatile, excellent man-to-man, and a quality blitzer. Has had an awesome senior season here for this football team. And then Walter Nolan, one of the best defensive tackles and most disruptive interior players in all of college football. His first step is elite. The ability to live in the backfield has been a staple of this Ole Miss defense all year.
Already a turnover on downs by Duke on the last possession. An interception thrown by Caden Davis, the field goal kicker, on a fake field goal on Ole Miss's first drive. Rebels have it back on their 32-yard line. And it's going to be Bentley off the right side. And he's got the edge past the 45. Lowers the shoulder, trucking the defender in midfield.
Was a nice job by Reese McIntyre. Jeremy James getting good push on that zone. And I'll tell you what, Ulysses Bentley the fourth, he has got excellent speed and burst. And they're looking to showcase him here tonight in this bowl game.
Play action this time. Dart setting up. And thrown to Prescorn. And knocked away, incomplete. Trey Freeman in coverage.
Freeman, a good job. Trail technique, working on Prescorn. Able to get the right hand in at the last second. That ball comes in. He gets that right hand on the football, creates the pass deflection.
Dart over the middle. Prescorn caught that one down to the 31-yard line. Tackled by Stone after a gain of 19.
Oh boy, Prescorn is so big and a great target over the middle. 6'6", gets just past the linebacker depth and a strike from Dart for a nice pickup.
Prescorn, a former one quarterback at Memphis. Juice is loose. Antoine Wells into the end zone for the touchdown. 32 yards. Antoine Juice Wells with his 6th receiving touchdown on the year. And Jackson Dart with his 26th. That was a 1-minute drive, and Ole Miss strikes first. And Davis makes it 7-zip.
Well, they thought when they got Juice Wells from South Carolina, he was going to be a big piece of this offense. And he is an explosive weapon. Just a simple slant, runs away with coverage, and you see the speed in the open field as the Rebels on the board first.
This is what it feels like to file with TaxSlayer. Confident you'll get your guaranteed maximum refund.
I'm the refund tree. Pick from my branches. Now wait. No!
Nice work, honey. Start for free and get your guaranteed maximum refund.
Details make the holidays. Get 2.99% APR plus eligible owners can get $2,000 on the GV70 exclusively.
Tell me this. What is greatness made of? Is it in your drive? The power you possess? Or could it be how far you'll go? The limits that you test? Maybe greatness demands both these things, and it's pushed to raise the bar. Why settle for the best EV when you can build the best damn car? Compromise nothing. Lucid.
A Chewy pharmacy order is on the way for Summit, who loves fresh air. Like, loves fresh air. But fresh air is full of stuff. Fleas, ticks, allergens. So her parents use Chewy for all her prescriptions. Fast delivery means they never miss a dose. And great prices mean more funds for more fun. For quality meds and great prices, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
Well, Duke started with Malik Murphy, a Texas transfer, as the quarterback, and he had a great season, but then transferred after setting the school record for passing touchdowns this year to Oregon State. Darian Mensah got a lot of NIL money to come from Tulane to Durham to be a starting quarterback next year. And right now, holding down the fort, it's Henry Beelan IV, sophomore from New York City, who threw a pass last drive for the first time since the opener against Northwestern. And Beelan will start on the 25 with his team down 7-0 midway through the opening quarter. They had Beelan throw it on 4th down on the last possession.
Yeah, and he started under center. They rolled him out. It's going to be tough for this offensive line to deal with the pass rush of Ole Miss all game. That 4th down, they had Jake Taylor tight end on a 285-pound Jared Ivey. Just a bad matchup, and we have yet to see them hand the ball to 9. Jaquez Moore back healthy in the lineup, and going to need to try to find some semblance of a run game here in this matchup.
Yeah, the one-time more touch that he threw it on a flea flicker. Here's Jake Taylor on the catch, trying to get Beelan in a little bit of a rhythm, but it's only a gain of a couple. Taylor just his 9th catch. They lost their top 2 tight ends to injury during the season.
Seeing a lot of move the pocket here from offensive coordinator Jonathan Brewer. Move that launch point, get Beelan outside, utilize some of that athleticism. Try to get him away from this pass rush of Ole Miss.
Another pass play. Beelan gets drilled as he throws it deep, and his receiver, Pankol, had a step on Isaiah Hamilton, the Ole Miss corner. It's 3rd and 9.
Well, it's going to be a delayed pressure come from out of your screen. And we're also going to see right here, going to spin back inside from Princely Umanmielen. Nice job, the delayed pressure from Kari Coleman. A big hit on Henry Beelan. Princely Umanmielen, when he's been healthy this year, one of the best pass rushers in the SEC. 10.5 sacks on the year for the senior.
His brother Prince Well, who was in Nebraska, transferred to Ole Miss. Here's Brown on the jet sweep. Ole Miss was all over that, and it'll be a punt for Duke. Trey Washington with the tackle, 4th down at about 7.
We see that speed on that defense from Ole Miss. Trey Washington just so smart in the back end of that defense. And look, they love Quayshawn Brown's speed, get him on the perimeter, but nowhere to go. With John Saunders, Trey Washington, excellent defense on 3rd down, and a quick 3-and-out for Duke.
Got a true freshman punter. This is a 71st kick for Cade Reynolds in this year, 4th in the nation in most punts. It's a Duke offense that really struggled this year on 3rd down, 130th in the country in 3rd down offense. And this punt checks up at about the 34-yard line. And so Ole Miss's offense back on the field. We've had a ton of big plays so far in this game. They haven't all been good big plays.
Well, a fake field goal, and it's Terry Moore with the big interception for Duke. A 4th and 1 for Duke. Doesn't work. That pressure gets there. Ole Miss gets the stop. And then it did not take long for this high potent offense to strike. Juice Wells on the slant. That speed in the open field, just too easy on that second drive for Jackson Dart and the Rebels.
In the game at running back right now for Ole Miss is Logan Diggs, who has not played this year. He's an LSU transfer. He's been hurt all year, and he's going to get a touch here out of the backfield making the catch. And out to the 41-yard line. We're checking with Taylor.
Dave, Duke's free safety, Terry Moore, who's all ACC this season, has been in the tent for about 5 minutes, just came out. The Duke's training staff has been looking on him for the last several minutes, so something we'll pay attention to in the secondary.
Incomplete pass here, Taylor, and that's big for Duke with Moore out. He had the interception, his 4th on the season on that fake field goal.
He's had an excellent year. Back into this defense, been really good, works well with the front. Terry Moore, we talked about Chandler Rivers, Dalen Stinson, another staple in the back end of that defense.
Taking it to the locker room now, so big loss for the Blue Devils. 3rd down and 4 for Ole Miss. And Dart throwing it quickly, and close to the 1st down is Caden Lee. Good block out there by Jordan Watkins on that wide receiver screen.
It's also pre-score. Watch these guys out front. Just do an excellent job. Point of attack. Cameron Bergeron out there, Chandler Rivers, and enough for Caden Lee to get the 1st down.
Dart's pass caught, 1st down Ole Miss. Watkins on the grab. And Jackson Dart looks really sharp early on.
And so much cushion on the outside. Jordan Watkins is electric with his speed. A lot of respect out there by those Duke defensive backs. A lot of cushion and a good route there by Jordan Watkins.
Duke showing blitz. Charlie Weiss Jr., the play caller, signaling things in to his quarterback, Jackson Dart. Ole Miss going to keep it on the ground. Bentley straight ahead to the 38-yard line for a 3-yard pickup. Dragged down by Wesley Williams.
Wesley Williams has been excellent this year. 13.5 tackles for loss coming off the edge, 7.5 sacks. Both these edges, Vincent Anthony, Wesley Williams, they're going to have to perform at a high level here tonight for this Duke defense to have success.
Bentley again. Finds a running lane on the cutback, and it's a 1st down for Ole Miss to the 27. Gain of 11.
Gap scheme run here. Pull both guards. Really good vision and burst by Bentley in the open field.
Now they go empty with Bentley flexed out. Dart to throw. Pressure off the edge. And nobody covering Bentley out in space. Making the catch. And right at the 1st down marker.
Well, this Duke defense, it is on its heels right now, giving a lot of space to these pass catchers of Ole Miss. Just easy pitch and catch for Jackson Dart.
Gain of 9, 2nd and 1. Bentley got the 1st down. Got popped by Nicholas and Freeman, but enough to move the sticks for Ole Miss. Trying to go up 2 scores here late in the first quarter. Ole Miss, a 9-win season. They have not had back-to-back 10-win campaigns since 1959-1960. Actually won 11 games a year ago. Play action. Dart. Checking it down. Bentley with room down the sideline. Lowers the boom on Joshua Pick at the corner. And it's an 8-yard pickup.
Well, just nobody out in the flat. Kendall Johnson, outside linebacker. He got turned around. No flat player home. Another nice pickup on first down.
And another quick throw. Inside the 5. Down to the 1 is Caden Lee. First and goal for Ole Miss.
They are just eating them up on these perimeter screens. Good blocking out there on the edge. And Caden Lee, 3rd time already in this first quarter, he's caught screens on the perimeter for nice pickups.
Bentley's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Bentley became the feature back late in the season when Henry Parrish hurt his knee. Bentley and SMU transfer in his 6th year, paying off that drive, punching it in from a yard out.
Well, Diego Pounds does a really good job here at the point of attack, helping open this hole up for Ulysses Bentley the 4th. He's working on Wesley Williams. Nice job driving the defensive end down inside, and an easy touchdown for the Rebels.
Two quick scores by Ole Miss, and it's 14-0. We have 2 more matchups for you tomorrow on ESPN. First, the Serve Pro First Responders Bowl. Texas State taking on North Texas, and then Minnesota and Virginia Tech in the Duke's Mayo Bowl. When you win, not when you lose, but when you win, you get Mayo dunked. How long do you think it takes
to Mayo you? Can we make that happen?
Take a while to get the mayo out of my hair.
Mike Loxley, get a little mayo on the cap. Neil Brown, he likes himself some mayo. You like a little mayo? We had a sushi burrito today. You had some mayo on there.
Just don't understand. They should do that to the losing coach, not the winning coach.
But it's great mayo, man. It's good mayo.
But it's punishment.
No, it's great for the skin.
I mean, I understand it's outstanding to win the game, and maybe at that point you don't care.
Some say maybe it can help grow a little hair. Maybe you start rubbing a little right there on your scalp.
Give me Erlacher's phone number. I'm going to hit him up. Short kick by Davis. Here's Peyton Jones at the 10. And knocked down to the 21-yard line. Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear. Best seat in the house since 1925. Happy 100th anniversary to the Goodyear blimp. Penalty marker down, but while we have a moment, let's check in with Taylor.
Going to disagree. I actually believe the winning coaches enjoy it. I did the first ever Duke's Mayo Bowl between North Carolina and South Carolina. So Mac Brown versus Shane Beamer. Shane Beamer won. He enjoyed it. He has a photo of him getting doused with mayo in his office. So if that says anything, I think they do enjoy it.
See? You know what? You should try it, Dave. You get back to beautiful Arizona, maybe a mayo bath. Just what the doctor ordered for you, Mr. Pash.
All right, we advance it now. Penalty was on both teams for unsportsmanlike after the play. It's getting a little chippy here. Ole Miss up 14-0.
Let's see him get Jaquez Moore the football. I know this is one of the best rush defenses in the country. At least try to establish some semblance of a run game.
And it is Moore. No room, though, against that front for Ole Miss. Xavier Harris in there, along with a Kilo Stone. They're so deep. You touched on the 4 guys that we'll see probably in the NFL next year, led by Walter Nolan, who's going to be a first-round pick. But then they got guys behind them and guys behind them that we'll see a lot of in this game. Pete Golding, the defensive coordinator, wants some of his true freshmen third-string guys to get more reps here. because obviously you're trying to win the game, but you're also scouting for next year and evaluating talent. Payne call on the catch out to the 40-yard line. A much-needed first down for the Duke offense.
That's a good throw here from Beelan. Right on target to his big 6'3" wide receiver, Payne Cole, and a much-needed first down for this Duke offense.
Another late flag. Thrown at the 40-yard line. Might have been right there with Payne Cole.
The result of the play is a first down. After the play was over on sportsmanlike conduct, offense number 4 for taunting. 15-yard penalty is still first down.
So not a smart play by Eli Pinkel after you get Duke's first down to turn and do that to Chris Graves. I mean, what doing?
Not smart. Not smart at all. Eli Pinkel has had a phenomenal season. 9 touchdowns this year. Was third best in the ACC. Was the most courageous comeback player in the ACC this season. Overcome so much adversity the last couple years of injuries. You make a nice positive play to do that. Got to be smarter.
A little surprised Manny Diaz let him stay in the game after that. Usually you get pulled when you do something like that. Meanwhile, on the carry, Jacquez Moore, no room whatsoever. Taken down for loss back at the 21. Kyrie Coleman leading the way.
Well, Kyrie Coleman's going to get the start tonight. Watch him just come downhill. He times his blitz up perfectly. And with Chris Paul Jr. out, declaring for the NFL draft, a big opportunity for Kyrie Coleman. Second play we've already seen him in on making. He's got excellent speed. Played a lot of football throughout his career, going back to TCU in the last couple of years at Ole Miss. A nice job on first down, creating a negative.
Phelan in trouble, flushed out of the pocket. Gonna tuck it and run it. Past the 25 and out to 29. And Phelan got leveled that time. A little slow to get up. Gain of 8 on the play.
Nothing down the field. Comfortable, moving to his right, getting outside the pocket. Nice pickup. And Duke touchdown takes a shot at the end of that.
That was Trey Washington on the hit. And that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Not what you want if you're Duke trying to help your young quarterback, putting him in a hole. Making just his second career start. It's 14-0 Jackson Dart dealing through 15 minutes.
There are many ways to do it at Planet Fitness, but only one way to start. Come in. We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness. Free fitness training. Open 24 hours. Just $15 a month.
We're just getting started.
Running a small business? Create your invoices at skynova.com. Easy, but professional.
New salted caramel frosty. Rich, sweet, salted caramel? Caramel. Whatever. The iconic frosty with a salted caramel twist. Gotta be Wendy's.
I tried a bunch of different probiotics before seed.
And they didn't help. It addressed my bloating and my irregularity. It's really helping my daily bowel movements and keeping me pretty regular.
I started feeling better and less bloated.
Felt flatter, lighter. I just keep going back to seed because it actually works.
Now I walk around and smiling every day because I don't get bloated anymore.
Oh, you don't know? It's Faye, that on my way, that every day, that protein, A, Faye, that tasting great, that working late. Shh, Greek yogurt, Faye, nothing plain about it.
When you think work, you think boots. You think boots, you think ending the day with the same number of toes you started with. Because you're thinking heavy equipment. You think heavy equipment, you think construction. You think construction, you think welding, torching, and hammering without the smashing, puncturing, and scorching. Now you're thinking on your feet. And when you think feet, you're thinking boots. You think boots, you're thinking Ariat.
I like the way you look, I like
Kia, movement that inspires.
You're watching the TaxSlayer Gator Bowl as part of Capital One Bowl Mania. Moments ago, Taylor McGregor and Duke head coach Manny Diaz.
Thank you, Coach. What needs to happen to allow your quarterback to get into a rhythm?
We're going to make first downs, which we just got one at a penalty we have to avoid. That'll help getting us into a rhythm on offense, and that'll help rest our defense some.
Thank you, Coach. Dave.
Yeah, not in a rhythm at all. As you look at the numbers offensively, just 36 yards to 199 for Ole Miss.
Jordan Moore, we've not called his name yet. Right there. Third down target for this offense.
Long throw by Beelan, airmailed. And it's fourth down. Offense staying on the field for now. And now Manny Diaz will send the punt team in. Henry Beelan the fourth, playing just his fourth game of the year. The other three were against Northwestern, Middle Tennessee, and Florida State. Malik Murphy was the starting quarterback this year, threw for almost 3,000 yards, but because of the transfer portal being open in December prior to the season being over, Murphy transferred to Oregon State. Fair catch around the 27-yard line by Micah Davis. On Saturday, one of the final bowl games of the season, it's the Bahamas Bowl presented by Atlantis Resorts. It's Buffalo and Liberty, 11 a.m. Eastern, ESPN2.
You've been to Atlantis, David?
I have, and not had a mayo bath there either, in case you're going to go down that road again.
Geez, get your head out of the gutter.
Got the Leap of Faith water slide, which I've been on many times.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this Ole Miss offense has looked really good here to start this game. Jackson Dart, his final game in an Ole Miss uniform, starting 13-16 for 147 and a touchdown. This is a good Duke defense, but that first quarter, they were just outmatched.
And Dart running it here, past the 35, first down, and diving out to the 41-yard line.
You see Ulysses Bentley the fourth go up into the hole. Jackson Dart calls his own number quickly. Gets nice yardage. He gets down before contact.